Welcome everybody to my review of the Super Gundam Master Grade model kit. This is an older model kit that came out in the 1998, and it's pretty nice. It's got three modes: the Super Gundam mode, which we'll end up at, and then the two separate modes, the G Flyer and the G Defensor. Now what you see before you right now, this is the G Defensor. It comes attached with a long rifle, which also will be used in the Super Gundam mode. We've got a nice missile pod here on both sides. One over here too. Pretty nice. It's kind of loose because there's joints here that are articulated so that they can transform into the Super Gundam. You can see that. But this also detaches. This becomes the cockpit, and will detach in the Super Gundam mode. And kind of another noteworthy thing about it, it's got this nice little spoiler-looking thing. So being into racing as my other hobby, I can appreciate that. So that's the G Defensor. The Gundam itself, the RX-178 model. Pretty nice color scheme. Nice backpack. I ended up coloring these. These are silver. I colored these with a silver Sharpie. That was a nice touch there, I thought. It's got this soft material here that acts like cords that go into the backpack, so as a size comparison, we can take a look at them next to the 1/100 non-graded Sword Impulse Gundam and kind of get an idea. This is a slightly taller master grade than you would normally expect. As you can see, it's a hair taller than the Sword Impulse. It's got beefier arms and beefier legs and bigger feet. So I like that a lot. Seems like you're getting a little more for your money if it's a little slightly bigger, I guess. Standard master grade articulation. It's got a fold band at the elbow. It can rotate up the upper arm. And then one thing to note about this is it's got only like a 90-degree bend at the knee, and there's a joint here that's kind of odd. It's not a polycap. It's kind of like a peg almost. So that's kind of different. There's really no ankle articulation. It does have these nice detailing here where you can see there's kind of like pistons activating there, so that's kind of nice. I might go back and paint those silver just to highlight those a little more. They're right now they're unpainted. So okay, so let's go ahead and I think because of the time I have, I'm only going to show you the Super Gundam. There is a G Flyer Gundam where he kind of just combines with the G Defensor, but I'll go into that a little later here. So on this, we want to go ahead and take out the cockpit and get that out of the way. And then we want to fold this spoiler-looking thing up like that. And we might as well go ahead and separate them now. And then what you need to do is pull these out like this, and this comes out also. And then there's a pivot here. You want to rotate that around so it's to the side, like so. There's one. Do the same thing over here. Bring it out a little bit and rotate it to the side. And then what you can do is you can attach it again. It's just easier to do it that way than to try to do it together. So alright, so that's pretty much got him in his backpack there. So then there is a tab here, which is out of shot now. Tab right there goes into a slot there. So go ahead and bring those together here. And then there's the this piece here kind of comes over the top of the backpack to kind of further hold it on, although, you know, just enough so that it's not going to slip out as much. So there, that's your Super Gundam. Now, I'll show you in the manual what the G Flyer is. It's not really anything impressive. What happens is, all it is the Gundam laying on his stomach, if you will, with these pods that go over his arms, and then the cockpit is attached, as you can see. And that's what he looks like underneath. And that's kind of why I said, well, I probably won't have time to do it. The feet, they squish together to form, you know, form thrusters, and then these pieces here go around his waist, which on mine, they really don't do much to secure it. It's just more for looks, I think. But there really isn't much to the G Flyer. That's why I decided not to go into it in this review, since I had a limited amount of time. But yeah, this is the Super Gundam. Let's go ahead and rotate his arms around. So as I was saying earlier, he does have the long rifle, which is long. It stands about as tall as the Gundam with the pods even included. So, and it comes apart like this, and then the handle comes down like this, and then it goes into his hands. Now, the thing about this is, whoops, he really can't hold his long rifle too well, and even in the manual it shows you that it has to be supported by laying on the. I'll show you here. As you can see, here's the tip of the long rifle. It's resting against the ground, so even they say that, you know, you probably can't even really do that too well. So anyways, he's got that long rifle anyways. He's got this hyper bazooka. This detaches here, and it actually can clip on the side. There's a tab on either side. It can clip on his waist there, which is cool. And it was nicely made at a different color, a slightly different color there. You have his shield, which is not stickered yet, but anyways, that's the shield. And his rifle, it's got this piece here, comes up like that, and this folds down as well. Let's go. It's got the let's see, what do they call this? It's not coming to mind right away. Let's see if I can find that for you. Oh, I just remembered the Vulcan pods. Yes, it's got a Vulcan pod. Extra clip. 2 beam sabers. The hilts can store. There's a right where the handle is. There is a slot where that can store in. Although they don't really stay that well. So, beam saber. So overall, it's a pretty good kit. You know, if you're expecting really to have 3 real modes to it, it kind of doesn't, because the G Flyer mode is just basically him, the Gundam, lying in his stomach with 2 minute changes to him. So I'd recommend you pick him up if you like Gundams with big jetpack looking things on the back. So this has been my review of the Super Gundam Master Grade. Catch you guys later. Bye.